Well, well, well. If you haven't seen them, because I just have, the preview images for the next, I think it's next week's episode of Smallville, titled Luthor. Is it Luthor? I think it is. I'm sure it's Luthor. Anyway, not next week. It's not even next week, is it, that the episode's airing? Ah, I'm losing the plot. Who cares? No, but seriously, I have just seen the images and I can work with it. I can work with it for two reasons. One, Lionel Luthor is back. Two, it's an alternate universe, which means that the Clark Kent that we're seeing isn't Clark Kent. It's his other parallel universe self known as Ultraman. Now, for those of you who are familiar with your comics, like me, you'll know who he is. For those of you who aren't familiar with your comics, I suggest you look up Ultraman, but not the Japanese version, because if you do Google Ultraman, you will find that there's actually a much popular Ultraman in the like Japanese manga anime section. This particular Ultraman is of DC Universe, so I would suggest you type in Ultraman DC Comics or something like that. And if you've also seen a DC animated movie, Justice League Crisis on Two Earths, yeah, again, that's where it comes from. Where do I start? Yeah, I'm definitely excited. That's December 3rd is when it airs, not next week. It's December 3rd. But yeah, I've seen the images. It obviously involves Clark and Lionel fencing, but already there's a picture of Clark wearing a t-shirt that has the symbol with a triangle and the letter U. Sweet! Yeah, you can tell I'm excited, can't you? You know what I've been like the last few episodes already, and I'm sure Patriot isn't going to disappoint me tonight. But when I do my review, there is one niggling bit that you will find out. So when I do my review, you'll know what that is. But other than that, I'm definitely excited for Luthor. So it's all on Kryptonsite as usual. He's also posted the official description for Icarus, so that's on there. I haven't read it, as you know. I don't read the spoilers. I don't mind the pictures and I don't mind the cast and news. They're okay, but reading about what the episode's going to involve is something that I don't do anymore. But as I say, the preview images for Luthor, damn. Oh my god, some of you Smallville fans will not know what this show is about. I'm sorry, but episodes come along where they're about certain comic book characters, and you lot keep telling me it's not like the comics. It's not following the comics. Well, I think you'll find that Luthor is going to follow the comics to some extent. So for all you people who've been telling me off and saying stop mentioning the comics, stop comparing it to the comics, here's the reason why I compare it to the comics. This is why I compare the shows to the comics. This is why I make the comparison between the comics and the movies and other shows. So yeah, thank you. So anyway, link at the bottom, have a look at the pictures, let me know what you think. I'm really now looking forward to Luthor. I hope it won't disappoint. I really am hoping it won't disappoint. I don't want to get myself too excited, as we learned from previous episodes, but just on those pictures alone, something tells me there's going to be interesting interactions between Lionel Luthor and Clark Luthor. That's right, he's not a Kent in this one, he's a Luthor. And I'm sure there'll be a reason for it. But if you read the comics, if you know your stuff about Ultraman, you'll know that he wasn't even born with his powers. No, he wasn't. But there are different ways to look at that. But again, I suggest you read up on it before you start wondering who the hell is Ultraman. Because I know a lot of you will be sitting there thinking, who is Ultraman? I've never heard of Ultraman before. Well, this is why I read the comics, this is why I talk about the comics, this is why I talk about characters from the comics that they bring into the show, and you people will just sit there and think, who? Never heard of him before. Yeah, that's why the show is called Smallville, but that's why it's a superhero show. You know, it's not a teen angst romance drama, whatever, soap opera shit. Okay? Read your comics, find out a bit more about the characters, learn your background. That's why episodes like Luthor are being made. That's all I'm going to say. So I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. See you later, and be back for my review of Patriot. See you later.